All right. Hello, everybody, and welcome to my channel. Recently started playing Ilysia, a VR MMO. It's a lot of fun. It's still in early access, so there's not a lot of info out. So I thought I would post some stuff to help people out that's had trouble like I have. I've spent several days trying to figure certain aspects out, trial and error, and finally got it. So let's jump right in. We're not going to cover character creation, that's pretty self-explanatory, as well as calibrating your VR headset. Pretty self-explanatory. I only have 2 low-level characters right now. As I said, I'm fairly new to this game. This is just to help people understand some of the things getting started. As this is early access, they've completely revamped everything. The first 10 levels has got a new tutorial, which leaves a lot to be desired. It doesn't cover a lot of the information. So let's jump right in. This is my character. Hey, I'm going with a paladin type build on this character, but it can cover the basics of what you need to know. This is where you're going to start. Each of these pedestals is going
Welcome
to
to
give you a basic
Ilysia.
walk down
To get started, push the left
of
thumbstick
how
on
to
your
work your
VR controller
character.
forward or...
Each one will walk you through step by step of how to use the menus and whatnot. This is your menus you can talk about. This is your radio menu. You have right shoulder weapon, left shoulder, right hip, left hip, and 4 consumable slots, and your backpack, which you can bring up by hitting the button on your right controller. This is your backpack. Everything you want to use is in here. You can move it around, shake it up, just place it where you want. Just grab it by the handle. To get new pages, you got your zipper. Just grab your zipper, slide it back and forth. Really easy. Okay, and if you want to put equipment on or see what your character looks like, you can grab this. And that brings up your wardrobe. As you can see, in your wardrobe, you can see your character, your stats, see what it looks like. When you get equipment to put on, take it out of your backpack, put it actually in the slot. You can actually reach up and touch and see what you've got equipped. I just have the basic quest equipment so far. So when you're done with this, you don't have to worry about closing it out. It automatically closes on its own. And you'll move through here. This is where it explains that. Your backpack. This guy's going to tell you how to use your melee weapons, which I keep right now, 2 swords. I keep them on my shoulder slots, so just reach behind your head, grab your weapons. Not physics-based combat, really simple, just swing your weapon. You can double swing. As you get skills, you depend on how you swing your weapon and what it does. Right now, I just have 1 melee skill, hold the trigger, sword lights up, 1 big hit. Very simple.
Welcome, traveler. Ready to hone your aim?
A single
Bows.
misstep in a spell
Very
can
simple.
shatter worlds or your
Pick
eyebrows.
up a bow. There, you got that. Bow in your left hand. There's your target. Grab the handle. Pull
The forest
your trigger.
speaks.
Pull back.
Quiet enough to
line
listen.
it up. There. That's all there is to it to range combat. Really simple. Now, I've already got one of these, so we're just going to destroy this. Yes. Alrighty, and there's the magic. This is where it confused me. I spent 2 days trying to figure out how to cast a spell I learned on this character called Self-Heal. What they don't tell you about on this is this particular problem here. As you can see, they give you two options, a staff and a wand. What they don't tell you is magic spells are cast with a wand, holy spells are cast with a staff.
A single misstep in a spell can shatter worlds or your eyebrows.
Now, to cast your basics attack, if you haven't learned anything, you just take your wand, hold your wand out and just shake it. And you see these points around your wand. That's how many shots you can fire. And it's just a basic magic attack shot. They recharge over time. I've never actually been able to run out of shots. Simple. Now, the part they don't tell you about is how to cast the healing spells. Oh, it's a little laggy today. So a lot of people don't know this is a staff. You can do the same thing with the staff. Now, I have one healing spell. To cast this healing spell, you have to use a pattern. Heal self. This is your pattern. Down, up, cross. Fairly simple. Hold your trigger down, cross. Doop, doop.
Levea has
Turns
much to
purple.
explore.
Healed myself. Real simple. Skills on cooldown. As you can see right here. Oh, it went away.
A single misstep in a spell can shatter worlds or your eyebrows.
Now, right here off to the left where you see my health, you can see the spell on cooldown. This is a problem having to use the staff to heal in combat for a paladin build. Because yes, I can go like this, heal, not a problem. The problem is the staff cannot be placed in your hip slot. It has to go in a shoulder slot. So you can put it up here. Now I got my sword, and you have to put your sword down here. And my pickaxe, which is for mining. I'll cover that in a later video. Alright, see, now we got the problem. I can pull a sword out, and I can pull my staff out. Now, if you're ambidextrous, you can do it with your left hand.
Has much to explore.
See, you can't have your sword and staff out at the same time either. Big problem. Ruins the aesthetics of the paladin build. That's just me. Okay, let's put this back in the backpack. Put that back where it goes. Figure out where I put my missing sword. Which should be in my backpack.
A single misstep in a spell can shatter worlds or your eyebrows.
There it is. Okay. Now we're ready to fight. Okay, so that is the basics of it. This spell casting set me 2 days to figure out. And while we're on the subject, this is your main menu. Hit your bottom button on your left controller, brings it up. You can go into your settings, quit the game, shows you your quest, your player, your skills, pretty self-explanatory. The top is the most important thing. It's a newer feature, is your map. Annoying, You can zoom in and out. If you can pan the map, I don't know how. I've not been able to figure that out. Other than the zoom buttons, it does nothing. No labels or anything. But if you're trying to navigate, this is your most important thing. Take your hand, hold it above your eyes, and there's your compass. You look around, you'll see little quest icons and important objectives. There's 104 meters that way is a quest I'm too low level for. And this
A
shows
single
the
misstep in a
current
spell
quest I'm
can
working
shatter
on. She is
worlds or your
432
eyebrows.
meters to the southeast. Very simple to navigate.
Greetings.
Once you finish in there and practice your
The
things, it's going to send you down this hill. You're going to do a couple quests. You're going to climb up onto the roof over there. And you're going to crawl through a hole. Fairly simple if you've played VR games. Just grip and climb. And then after that, it's going to ask you to kill some pigs on your next quest. Combat is very simple. There's no physics base. It's basically just swing your weapon. Doesn't matter where. Later on, you have to move your swords in certain ways to cast certain abilities. For me, right now, it's just barely walk up to a target. If they don't run out of range. There. Simple. Here's the tricky part I always have trouble with. You have arrows that points to the stuff, but it doesn't actually appear until you're already pointing at it, which makes it difficult. But as you can see, there's some boar meat. Hold your grip, it'll come into your hand. Now you're holding it. Hit the top button on your controller. Hold it over your backpack, it'll light up blue, release. Automatically goes into your backpack. Picking up your meat is important. But as you can see, the combat is fairly simple. It's like they're trying to copy World of Warcraft into a VR game, but the whole point of VR is physics-based combat. We want to feel like we are our characters. But after you do that quest, there's going to be a couple other quests. You're going to have to pick up mushrooms to bring them up to the top of that hill straight ahead and cook them. The cooking features and gathering, it's fairly new. I'm just getting into it. It doesn't make a lot of sense. As you level up, you're going to come up here. This is where you learn all your skills.
No.
Right now there's 4 trees.
I don't want to do that. Was
fairly
weird.
simple. Pick them up. And there you go. Quests are fairly simple. Not a lot of players. Today's a busy day. You see a lot of people running around here today, which is unusual. I played all day yesterday, didn't see a single person. These are your town, little town. There's all kinds of little quests to do up through here. It gives you the basics of how to play the game. Here's a merchant to sell your stuff to. Lady that teaches you to cook. Pretty self-explanatory.
Yeah.
Well, I hope everybody enjoyed this tutorial. One last thing I learned. If you fall in the water, it's not a big deal. You literally can swim. Just swim, swim. But you can't while you got something in your hands. Put your stuff away. And swim. Doesn't matter. Dog paddle, breaststroke. Just move your arms and you'll get where you want to be. We'll dive down there. Oh, there's a little crab under the water. You will eventually drown if you stay under the water too long. Let's swim back over here. I like the doggy paddle, get you going faster. And as I said, I'd like to thank everybody for watching this video. I hope it helped you understand a little bit of the basics of this game.